Howdy.
Hi.
And grand salutations. Welcome to Neuropodvergence, a podcast where three best friends with converging neuros have long conversations and make chaos. I'm Coriel. My pronouns are she, her, and there's 3 of us and 3 seasons. That's math.
True.
So she, her. And that is correct. Welcome to free, everyone. We have big plans. This is the first time we've entered a season with, season-specific plans, but we have so many, actually. And a spreadsheet. I made a spreadsheet.
Yes!
I'm Jester, and I love spreadsheets, and the number 3, and did we just actually... on my end, it seemed like me and Coriel actually did the intro synced up, which
From my
might
end,
be
it
from
didn't
your end.
sound like it.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't to me, but, I also wasn't synced up to either of you, so...
Guess we'll find out when I start editing.
True.
Guess we'll find out.
It was a good one. We did the intro pretty well.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Nobody, mumbled it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is generally my job, is I'll just forget it halfway through. Just, fill
You
air.
are assigned the task of forget the intro.
That's in a spreadsheet.
Who has to forget the intro this episode? Rotating job.
But speaking of the spreadsheet, I don't know, that was a bad segue.
That's the name of the show, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. We have an episode topic that is... We're making little guys!
Yes.
Fellers.
So we're creating some little guys. First thing we establish is what their world is. What setting are we plonking these little guys into? What kind of, genre and vibe do you want to play? And, kind of world?
My initial vote would be cozy fantasy, but that's mostly because that's just the genre I'm obsessed with. Also, I read a graphic novel yesterday called Lou and Ren's Guide to Geozoology, where there are those cute little creatures that are rock creatures. So there's stone salamanders, and there's these massive guinea pig hamster things that are also just giant boulders that roam across the landscape. And there are frogs that there are whatever they're called, the pretty colored water that's hot. What is it called? Yeah, that, but it's inside the mouth of giant frogs. So anyway, that's my current obsession, is rock creatures.
Cool and fun. I definitely like cozy fantasy. I think that's perfect. Because these are just ongoing characters that we're going to periodically visit. They don't need to be having a whole bunch of anguish.
Unlike every other character you
Unlike
play.
every other character I ever play. They can just be happy little guys with mild inconveniences sometimes.
Happy little guys with mild inconveniences is the ideal life situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give my characters a good life for once. This never happens. I am not a benevolent god, as it turns out.
We've noticed.
I am living for recording the podcast in the rain. This is the best thing ever.
You approve.
Okay. So, what is the, world of this cozy fantasy? Where in the world are we? What is our, core setting? Because, we can follow our 3 characters separately doing different things, but they have something in common, probably. Unless they just don't, and these are people who don't know and can meet each other at the end of the season.
They all live in a big city.
Mm-hmm.
Really big city.
Does that mean we get to design the city, please?
That is what I'm implying.
When do I have time for complex math?
Never go.
We could all be small business owners in the same sector of the city, and either the businesses have some kind of connection, so we have to one of us runs a bakery and that supplies the bread for the in or something, something, something. Or we could just be friends running our little businesses and we stop to chat over tea occasionally. Or something totally different.
I think I like small business owner. I think that's fun and funky. But I think if they're completely unrelated businesses, that might be funnier. Like if they just happen to be near each other. And I think the businesses should be at least mildly fantastical. But
Oh,
not like crazy funky.
Yeah. Hmm.
Bakery that uses a dragon to power its ovens.
What kind of magical business do I want?
Cocktail bar that serves potion shots.
that's insane.
I kind of want to run a magical bookshop. I'm just not 100% sure what that entails yet.
Yes.
Whatever you can imagine on a stick. It's like a side of the road like food stall, and they're an illusionist who directly pulls things from your imagination into the food.
Incredible.
That's cool. I feel like all of these ideas should be incorporated in some way. Like these businesses feature in like our side quests.
Mm-hmm.
An orchard that uses robot spiders to harvest its fruit. I don't know why they're spiders, because I love spiders. I do know why they're spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Spiders are good.
Like, maybe it's too obvious for me to just run a magical bookshop. That's too much like me, but also, stuff it. I want a magical bookshop.
Yeah. This is our little guys. There's no rules saying we have to be unconventional with our little guys. Like,
I like being
we're
unique
not.
and clever, though.
Other than my personal drive to always be the unique and clever and funny.
But no, I'm content with this decision. I'm locking it in. I have a magical bookshop.
A magical bookshop. What
We have
is your
to.
best-selling book?
Oh, I don't know. I was trying to figure out the logistics of how we're dealing with the bookworm problem.
That's a,
Little bookwormlings that breathe fire.
Mm-hmm.
the pest exterminator is just some guy with a cleaver.
Yeah.
I think I would like to have like
Yeah.
pet like washy, brushy, haircutty place. My words are clearly not wording.
Petty washy grunny zoomy fix or whatever. You know, that type of business that everyone knows.
Alright. So, like, beyond that, I have vague questions about characters now that we have their spaces. What's a, like, rough
Just did
kind of
you-
archetype of everyone's character? Just, like, what
Just did
comes
you
to
decide?
mind?
I didn't decide fully on a space.
No, that's
Handy
true. You just had a
person.
million ideas.
Magical handy person. Like
That's fine.
an artificer who visits other people's shops to fix problems.
Brilliant.
Love it.
You're telling me your shelving is astrally unaligned? Let me fix it.
Yes.
Your kegs of dwarven ale, the line keeps getting mixed with your kegs of dragon spit? Let me fix it.
I love it.
Really funny. Like, oh, just need to call the handyman because the shelves are astrally unaligned.
It's an important problem.
Shelves got
We keep
thrown out of the
accidentally
line
exploding things.
by someone's dreams. Someone fell asleep under the shelves and the weight of their astral presence misaligned them.
Ooh. So yes, character archetypes. I feel like caregiver.
I'd like to claim grumpy mentor.
Yes, please.
I feel like there should be a like super distinct third thing so that we have a trifecta. But what other kinds of people exist? I might always.
People who don't care about other people. Grumpy mentor and caregiver are both like maybe the third gender is teacher. No, is like book knowledge give.
Yeah. Yeah, I could be like quirky white old woman who just comes to for advice. Yeah, I think that's yeah. Comes to me for advice all the time. Like eccentric as all get out. Why not?
Lady who only answers in riddle.
That's excellent. Then I have to come up with riddles on the fly, which is pretty bad.
Yeah, just kind of like the cool, like, art drama auntie who you keep discovering increasingly weird bits of lore.
You never find out everything about this character. It's like, oh wow, you used to like rehabilitate dragons in the mountains? Chill. When was this?
Oh wow, you're 8 times divorced? How? How old are you? Yes.
I also feel like she's a gnome. This feels important.
Very gnomish.
Yeah, I feel like mine is a hobbit adjacent halfling, just little guy.
I feel like mine should therefore be someone tall, but elf is definitely the wrong vibe, and I don't know if there are humans on this planet.
We can all be little guys too.
No, because I think it's funny if there's one lumbering giant.
That's you in real life.
Mean to me. Mean to me on purpose, because you hate me.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah.
a pixie. Screw you, she's even smaller than you are.
Incredible.
No, I hate you so much. That's
Handy pixie.
by choice.
Yeah, obviously.
I would like our characters to all have names by the end of the episode.
Yes.
Good answer. Good reasoning.
Okay, mine is named Emma. I was just like looking at name generators and I went, Emma. So I will also find a more fantasy sounding last name so that she's not just Emma.
The issue is that the name that comes to mind for this character for me is like one of my favorite names, and it's like really high on my list of potential baby names for like when I eventually have a child, so I don't want to waste it.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good name, and I want to use it, but I would love to use it on a real person. So the name in question being like one of my favorite names ever, and would work so well with this character.
Okay, so she's a fey handy person, which means she takes non-standard payment for her work.
Great.
Who's like, I need a name. I need a riddle. I need whatever thing.
I love that.
No, I cannot just name every character Gwendolyn.
That would get confusing.
Well, it's never any of my like ongoing characters. It's the thing. It's just like I need to pull out a name from thin air. Right, Gwendolyn.
Sybil is the name I'm going to take.
That's excellent.
Love it. And I'm going to be Emma Spring Hollow.
Spring hollow.
Yeah.
Most springs are hollow.
Proof?
There's been... What's that saying? Visual gag on the audio medium. Dang it!
Mm-hmm.
Though, like, springs' water are not usually hollow. But they can be in a hollow.
Exactly.
I think her first name's going to be Fable. I haven't decided.
Fable.
Fable and Sybil and Emma.
Yeah. There will be more additional names to come, but for now, Fable is the main one that everyone needs to know. The full name will either be at the end of the episode or like immediately after. Maybe I'll even decide what it is after we record and send an audio recording to be inserted in here. See whether that happened. Audience, let me know.
Yeah, she'll never know if you don't tell her. You need to tell her so that she can keep her grip on reality.
You need to tell her
Patreon.
at Patreon.
And give us an even amount of money if she did do an audio recording. Odd amount of money if she does it at the end of the episode. Or a 0 if she never does it. No,
This is correct.
But 0 is even. Take our money if she never does it.
No.
Negative numbers odd and even. Yeah, they're still divisible by 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us an irrational amount of money if she doesn't do it.
There we go. This is the answer.
Over at patreon.com// what did Alana do?
Are we ready for our next question on the list?
I can do a next question.
All right. what does everyone's characters look like? Describe the appearance of Emma and Sybil, and I'll describe Fable.
Good plan. We describe our own characters instead of someone else's. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, but if I list them out as a 3, that feels like a strange way to format an instruction. Because I could and do just instruct myself, but it feels grammatically silly.
That's the name of the show.
Grammatically silly is actually my next drag name.
Yes, please. Emma is short and plump. She looks like she is very huggable, and she is. And her hair is up in like a messy bun, and strands are constantly slipping out of it. And no one knows what she's gonna have holding her hair up at the moment, because in between all of the different critters that need help and attention, she does not have time to care about her hair. It's just there.
Mm-hmm.
And she wears like a dress with the sleeves always rolled up and an apron, and that is a very well loved apron that she made a couple of years ago when she started the business, because she was like, I am going to just run out of dresses if I do not have something to keep them clean.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. By the way, I would love to get these visual descriptions again after the episode, just like written down somehow, because I want to make character art so bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, before this episode is released, there will be existing character art, because I want to make it our new like cover art. I might do like a whole acrylic painting about it, to be honest.
Sybil, I think, has like most like pixie type people on this world that we haven't named have either like pink or green wings, are like the most commonly occurring colors, and they like glow and glitter and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Her wings are like a dull brown, and one of them is broken. So she mostly walks everywhere unless she needs to get up somewhere high, in which case she just does a big jump. And she has a toolbox that is her sized, but the tools inside are actually shrunk down regular tools, so she has to like peel off runic stickers to make them normal size to fit things.
I love it.
She has like medium dark skin, black hair, and wears like a dirty, greasy overalls.
Right.
And like it's like the shirt she wears under the overalls is like a white shirt that's constantly covered in grease and stuff.
Yep. Oh. So, Fable's grey hair is longer than she is tall. And she's not very tall, but her hair is very long. Like, you know, I would still consider that to count as long hair, even by human standards.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she just wears it loose, so it's just out and everywhere. Her style is made up of like a whole bunch of just like always different clashing elements picked up from adventures. So there's like all different sorts of textiles and pieces of jewelry and random accessories from just like a whole range of different places, because she's traveled super broadly and gone on lots of adventures and picked up stuff from all over the place. And none of it should go together, but it kind of does anyway because it's Fable. Like, yeah, I'm picturing a lot of like flowing fabrics and stuff, but like she'll probably have a very different outfit, which I can describe every episode, perhaps.
Heck yeah.
Or, you know, as relevant.
Yeah. Emma also has a lot of random scars on like her arms and face and kind of everywhere, from little creatures like just chomping her.
Is Scar spelled with a double R?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Scaring is with a single R.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like, based on how far of the way we are through the questions, I feel like it's time for our first segment of the episode.
Do mine.
Cool.
So this season and episode, we're introducing several new segments, and one of them is Change is Possible. And this is going to be one like happy, good thing in news that's happening right now, because good things are happening in the world. So in 2023, there was an international agreement that was passed but it wasn't ratified to help protect areas of international waters, working up to 30% of international waters protected by 2030. But for it to actually take effect, it needed 60 countries to agree to it, and we just had Morocco as the 60th ratification, so that's going to be taking effect in January.
Did you guys hear about the whales?
The whales?
The whales! Australian whale populations are higher than they were at the start of industrial whaling.
Ooh, this is very good.
That's so good.
Okay. Are we ready to return to the questions, the theme of the episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, starting back strong. The next thing on the list is who or what does your character care about a lot, or perhaps too much? What do these people care about?
I think that Emma cares about I think I'm going to call it the sanctuary. Not because not necessarily because of the physical space, although she takes great pride in making it a space that's comfortable and good for all these creatures to be, but more because of the idea of what it represents, of being just a safe space for these creatures, whether they've been, really well cared for by nice owners or whether she just found them as strays on the street. This is a space where all of these different creatures can have at least a temporary home refuge. And that's what she cares about.
No. I think that Fable has 23 grandchildren who she cares about a lot.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of something completely unrelated from her job that Sybil can care about. I think all of her Fae family are still in the Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
She moved alone.
Mm-hmm.
I think she cares an unreasonable amount about the rights of mushrooms.
Incredible.
Love it.
She traveled to this world using a mushroom circle and needs to make sure mushrooms are never disrespected.
Heck yeah.
Sometimes her work requires removing mushrooms from things, and she cries about it every time.
Nice.
I love it.
I think inside of Sybil's home, she keeps a mushroom farm.
Heck yeah.
All different types of fungus from around the city. It is not well organized. It is very unclear where any of the fungus is from.
Mm-hmm.
It's cared for.
Oh.
But it's not separated from each other, just she calls it a fungus farm, but really it's just a really moldy corner.
Iconic.
That's part of the reason she's single, is the really moldy corner. Got a really moldy corner.
Yep. I'm sure the landlord loves that.
Landlord? Actually, yeah. I'm sure the landlord loves it. Every time. The landlord has many, many tenants.
Mm-hmm.
And Sybil works for the landlord for free in order to pay her rent. Because she doesn't get paid in regular things. So, she rents her handy services to the landlord. She repeatedly threatens the landlord with, "If you touch the fungus corner, I will stop doing any of this work for you." So she is just barely allowed to keep the fungus corner.
I feel like I get the vibe that Emma is always cold. And, she always has, even it's the middle of summer, but there will always be a fire in the fireplace in her room because she is constantly cold. And whether that's because of just she's weird or some weird magical creature accident, unknown, but Emma is constantly cold.
I feel like you will just know Fable as Fable. I've just written out a list of a bunch more names for her. But you lot probably don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what I've got written down currently, which I feel good about, is Fable, Miriam, Gadabout, Grace.
Yes. Incredible.
Okay. The next question on my list is, what is your character scared of? I don't feel like she's scared of all that much. She feels like a very non-scared kind of character.
Mm-hmm.
I need to figure out what that one thing is that she's scared of, because oh boy, she's not scared of anything else.
Maybe she fears some sort of hyper-specific animal.
Mm.
Deathly terrified of elf mites. It's a special type of louse that only lives on elf heads.
Right.
And despite being a gnome, she contracted poop.
Scared of mushrooms. This is the reason she's never been over to Sybil's house.
Yeah, scared of like molten rock. It doesn't sound right though.
I'm scared of books. You know what? Scared of the written word is kind of hilarious.
Oh,
There's no written word in the Feywild. All of our deals are spoken word contracts. What do these glyphs mean? I don't get it. I don't like it.
it's horrifying. And excellent.
Kind of funny.
A handy person with a mold corner who is scared of writing. Why? Why am I like this?
We love you for that. You make the podcast so much more, make life so much more interesting.
Thank you.
Positive, but also, gosh, you're a cryptid.
True that. I feel like Emma is scared of being useless.
Fable is scared of being controlled. Like, you know, she's perfectly content to be alone or in community with people. She cannot be told what to do.
I love it. I love that we ended up with scared of being useless, scared of being controlled, and scared of the written word.
Yeah.
This is what I get for going first.
Well, to be fair, I was trying to think of like a, you know, fear of something kind of physical. I was like, none of it makes sense. It all feels wrong.
Yeah, she's lived this long. Why would she be afraid?
Yeah, exactly. All right. The next question, which we've already touched on the answer for, really, is like, how do they know each other? / how did they meet? It's like, we'll exist at the same place.
When things break, I'm the cheapest handy person to hire.
Yeah.
Not the best. Not the most efficient. But by far the cheapest. And also, like, pretty good at what she does. Like, reasonably. I think she's been to Fable's bookstore. Does Fable's bookstore have a name?
It should. Kind of funny if it just didn't. You just like walk into an alleyway and serious bookshop with no name.
That slaps, actually.
Yeah.
I think Sybil has been to the bookshop that shan't be named several times, and only on like the third visit did she realize that all of these rectangles are filled with words. She was like, okay, there's labeled rectangles. That's fine. I can realign these shelves. Those words, okay, it just like says titles of something. Sure, it's just an organizational system. Oh no.
Iconic.
Oh, I think it's great if it just has no name and people just kind of find themselves there.
I think that's perfect.
Like, I think this is a bookshop where people
And wonderful.
like mostly accidentally stuff. Like, they get lost, they're in this bookshop, and
A bookshop that it actually magically moves. It's simultaneously in every alleyway, but it collapses into any given alleyway that someone with a pure heart has wandered into.
Yeah, you find the bookshop by getting lost. If you want to return to the bookshop, it gets progressively harder the more times you want to go because you have to keep finding places to get lost. So if you know the layout of the city really well, it becomes quite difficult. But I have a lot of regulars who manage it somehow.
Heck yeah.
That's incredible.
Does Fable ever leave the bookshop?
Probably.
Has she ever been unable to get back to the bookshop because she knows... No, she doesn't leave the bookshop often enough to know anywhere outside of the bookshop in the city, so immediately finds her way back.
She is very... Shop follows her specifically, though, so it's fine.
Okay, and when you hire someone to come and realign the astral shells, what do you tell them?
A series of directions that make very little sense.
It's great. And they're different directions that make very little sense each time. So, like, go like, I need my shelves realigned. Okay, where are you? Down the street, up the street, down the street, up the street. Okay, cool. Finds the bookshop. Several weeks later, I need my shelves realigned again. Where are you? Same place as last time? No.
Yeah.
We've moved.
Yeah, you've got to go upstairs and then downstairs, and then there's a tree, but not that tree, the other tree. And then you like turn around there at like a 45-degree angle, and then return from where you came.
What thing most commonly needs fixing at the sanctuary?
I think the various like kennels, like they just get destroyed on a regular basis, and they need like the actual material needs to be reset, but also like the magical wards that keep the tiny dragons from setting everything on fire and the Pegasi from just flying off, etc.
Etc., etc. Is the sanctuary, like, in the center of the city? Like, high-rise building, high-rise building, high-rise building, sanctuary, high-rise building, high-rise building.
That's kind of iconic. I think, yes. It's like, it has very much cottage vibes. Like, you would expect to be walking along a little forest path and then come out into a clearing and find this place, but it's just directly in the center of the city.
I've also changed my mind, by the way. Fable is just like everyone else and needs to get lost to find a way into her own shop.
Nice.
But I think
I prefer this answer. I think it's funnier. Every time she leaves her own shop, it's a risk.
yeah. She's mastered the skill of getting intentionally lost in places that she knows the layout of. She's gotten really good at getting lost.
Can people who aren't in the city stumble into the bookshop if they get lost?
Yes.
Do you sometimes have, like, people who are wandering the desert stumble in and you're
I
like,
get random
would you like
hikers
to buy
very regularly. Conveniently, I sell maps.
Okay, and when someone leaves the bookshop, do they go back out to where they were, or are they suddenly in the center of the city?
I think they go back to where they were, because like if you end up in an entirely different place, like I feel like I would want that place to be consistent, and then that defeats the point a little bit. I mean, it's funny if like you exit into the same place every time and it's like a random train station.
It's onto a moving train. Good luck. Ooh, sorry, you can't leave the store right now. The train is approaching. Okay, so there are trains. What is the, like, magical technology level of, like, communications? So, like, I mimed a phone call earlier, but I don't know if that's... Mime is the wrong word.
I feel like it could be cool if, like, there's magical correspondence that can be transported in a variety of different ways. Like, it's not I talk to you, like, immediately on the phone, but, like, the post office has little dragons that can, like how in My Little Pony, Spike, like, sets the scroll on fire and then it teleports to Princess.
To the palace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little dragons whose entire life is just burn scrolls. Okay, and when are those little dragons gonna have an uprising?
I do feel like there can be other things going on in their lives.
We have burned the scroll!
Yeah, they're like employees
Like,
of the post office.
this is one of the jobs that you could have, is burning scrolls at the post office. It's not the only job that's allowed. Surprising anyway, but I want to make it clear that, like, it is just a regular job.
They're not like an oppressed race, they're just oppressed by being the proletariat.
Yeah.
It's the normal amount of oppression.
Yeah. Okay. The next question, and the final question that's specifically about our characters, the other questions are like a little bit more broad and general and like homeworky. What is everyone's character's birthday, so that we can give them each a birthday episode?
Okay, so time works differently in the Feywild, right?
Yeah.
So that means that instead of keeping track of birthdays, generally the Fey keep track of birthplace, because that is far easier to keep track of. That said, she was born in spring equinox.
Right.
Heck yeah.
Around like 12:37 p.m. north. There's a really nice bathtub in the forest there that her mother gave birth in.
I feel like I'm going to pick October 23rd.
Love it.
That's a good date.
Yep. Yeah, these dates are incredibly arbitrary because they're just birthdays. So, whatever the first date that comes to mind is.
I think May 13th.
Great. Beyond that, there are a few things here. There are potentially some questions that can be answered in character. Personally, I feel like I would prefer to flesh out my character voice a little bit more before answering anything as Fable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like it would be super cool to do like some kind of like next episode. We can do some kind of like opening scene for each character, like bit of an introductory thing. Potentially introduce ourselves in character, and then out of character describe what they're up to. And then as we go along in future episodes, our character check-in, our FFOOCC. Fortnightly fling of original character check-ins and or creation, because of course.
Because of course.
Because of course.
I feel like it can be up to each of us individually, depending on the week, as to whether we like write something in advance or improvise on the spot, and whether it's in first person or third person. I think it's mostly just a like anecdote and life update of like, because I think it's relatively in line with like real time.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks between each character check-in, and they've all started journaling. They've all joined the same therapy club.
They all write regular letters to this same person who we don't like discover the identity of until like the end of the season.
They're all writing letters. I like that answer.
They all have the same pen pal, but the audience does not find out who the pen pal is.
Do we get to know who the pen pal? Will we figure out who the pen pal is, or will that also wait?
I feel like it probably makes sense for us to figure this out in advance, but maybe we just
It's also
like
kind of funny if we don't know either.
honestly, yeah, let's just make a bunch of choices about the pen pal as we go, and anything we say becomes canon. Like occasionally you can sprinkle in like it's just like that time when we did this. And like by the end of the season we have a mysterious pen pal built up.
Yes.
Great.
Guest episode where we introduce the pen pal as one of the
Oh
guests.
my gosh. Oh
Heck
my
yeah.
goodness.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yes.
Yep. Doing that. Oh my gosh. Be our final guest episode of the season
100%.
is meet the pen pal. And we just like roleplay for because like through letters we'll build up our characters enough to just be able to like roleplay them on a whim. So we just need like one of our friends who's good at RP, of which there are plenty.
Yeah, we have heaps of those.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that is like the sole demographic of people that listen to this podcast, plus about like 30 other people between us all.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, homework. Everyone needs to like write that first letter probably, unless you want to just improvise it on the spot next time. But like, there's probably going to be the most exposition in the first letter, so I'm going to be writing one in advance. And then any additional character stuff that you want to do, like I can send you a link to a website of character building activities that I think is fun, and also like I'll be making a character playlist and stuff, character art, all of those things. Lots of things that are like optional but fun.
Yeah. And that's the name of the show. Optional but fun.
Actually, the show is not optional. You must watch the show with us.
That's true.
If you don't, then you have to go to patreon.com//the moon. Go to the moon. Fly away. There's not a lot of air on the moon, so you should watch the show. One of the segments that we had planned on doing, that I didn't prepare as properly as I should, because I kind of just threw out the name of a segment without thinking out properly what kind of things could be in it. So one of the segments that I pitched was the Dopamine Detox, which I didn't make a solid plan for what that means. So, it's going to be some brain defrag time. Your brain needs some time to sort itself out. I want everybody who listens to this episode to analyze a cobweb.
Yummy. I'm currently sitting atop a cobweb. I can do that right now. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is a cobweb. Think about how it's constructed. Think about what type of spider may have lived there. Just like take some time, look at a cobweb. Find a cobweb and just
I
like
love that.
perceive it properly with your whole mind for like at least a minute, maybe more. Try not to have like music or podcast or anything playing, just like cobweb in silence. Give your brain some space.
Very good. Right. Does that bring us to another segment?
Another segment? There are more segments? What's the next segment?
Quest. So, there are two versions. The first one is the easy version. Go to your local library. Find and borrow a non-fiction book that looks like fun, will improve your life in some way, etc. The hard version is the same thing. Going to a library, but instead of picking out one book, I want you to pick out a selection of multiple on related topics and to make a makeshift curriculum that's hyper specific and give your curriculum a name.
I like it.
I like this quest.
Me too. I will see if I can do it because our local library closes tomorrow.
Forever?
No, just it's moving locations to somewhere even closer to us that we will be able to bike to.
Sorry, your local library is moving locations this week? My local library is moving locations this week.
They're just in sync, I guess. The location will start changing this week, but because books need to be moved, and actually I don't even know if the new building is, I assume the new building is operational at this point if they are starting to move it, but all of the books have to be moved, so it's going to take a couple of months. I think it reopens in January, which is only slightly over a month away.
Yeah, our library is moving above council car park.
It's moving to a different place. I'm also slightly unsure as to where that means in physical space. Yeah, is there a map? No. Look, I'll figure it out because there'll be a big library there.
Okay, so Tourism Central
is
moving to the library. Does not make it clear where the library is moving to.
Mm-hmm. The car park, I guess.
Alice Springs car park. I just misspelled Caterpillar.
This is all just about the library.
Also, why is Cannes newspaper posting about... Okay. Yes, it is a location. Thanks, Asta.
Also, I'll do my other segment. I'm shouting out our patrons. Our patrons for this episode are Emma, Sybil, and Fable.
What did they give us?
Fable donated a book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not entirely sure what Sybil did, but clearly it's done something to the computer and or internet.
Clearly she shouldn't have done it, whatever it was.
And Emma gave us a pie, but she also left Pegasus fur all over the carpets, so that's gonna take a hot second to clean out.
That's Do horses normally shed? I'm not a horse, so I don't know.
Proof?
Horses don't tend to shed a lot of just regular fur. You're more
Pegasus
likely to find mane hair and tail hair than just the fur.
But Pegasi evidently shed a lot more.
Depending on the breed of horse, because sometimes they will have a winter coat. That's not a universal thing. So.
I was gonna try to find some sort of nitpick, but no, that's just a...
No, but no, they definitely do shed. They're just outside, so you don't notice. Because I've brushed horses before, and oh boy.
Oh yeah, I've seen horses get brushed, and they lose a lot of hair in that.
Yeah, they shed plenty. It's just that they live outside. I have never had a horse inside my home.
Good.
I'm not Daisy.
No, I don't want a shed to put my horse in. I don't know how much horses shed.
But yeah, I am not Daisy, who famously had a pony as a child, which he always brought into her bedroom. Which I think makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah, that explains something. I don't know what.
Daisy's great, love it.
Okay, horses do shed, and it looks like a lot. That's enough for me.
Yeah, now that we've fact checked.
Now they fact check. Horses shed, and their shedding is not related to temperature, it's related to the movement of the sun.
Great.
Wild.
Yeah.
Horses are just like that, I guess. I wonder if other mammals' sheddings are based on sun periods rather than. Can I force a dog to start shedding by changing the amount of time I turn the light on inside? This is a bad question.
Do I shed more or less seasonally as a human?
I definitely notice myself shedding a lot less now that I have a buzz cut.
Yeah, that's because it's like small and is like not noticeable when it's about, which is great.
Yeah.
Stop reading my mind, it's rude.
Why not? It's funny.
But it's rude. You stink and smell at the same time.
I feel like those things generally go together. That's not surprising. Unless we're like talking about smell as in the like experience of smelling as opposed to having a smell.
You smell. It's a common occurrence. You do that with your nose pretty often.
Yeah, can see exactly how many tries it took to make the studio work before like giving up because each of them is uploading separately. I connected to Riverside 6 times today.
Oh,
That's sad.
Sybil, how dare.
Sorry. My bad, folks. That's not right. I'm yet to find a good The Times, and I had a really good site to find it with, but it's not just called News Archive or something easy to check like that.
Annoying.
Ace, quick, give me a country.
Canada.
No. Give me a worse country, better country. Give me a different country.
USA.
No.
No.
Much worse. No.
A more obscure country is what she means by a better country. Austria?
Sure.
For the audience, segment is going to be we're going to find the Times, a newspaper called the blank Times every fortnight, and then share something from that newspaper with the audience.
Mm-hmm.
That is this segment. I can't words.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of finding and reading newspapers from places that we don't live in.
We need to rethink this segment. Every news site's being too serious.
This makes sense for news sites. This is why it has to be local news rather than like from big places.
Yeah.
Because like if you go to a small local newspaper, a decent amount of that is just padding of the most random community events. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Because we want stuff from like small towns.
The Times are pending, I guess.
Time is fake. Christmas is real.
Time is fake. Christmas is real.
No, don't say that.
Yeah, but yeah. Everything's fake, Ace.
Yes, it's socially constructed, as is everything else.
As are the words we're using to convey the fact it's social.
It is both of those things.
Those things aren't mutually exclusive.
Those things go together often.
Like a lot.
He's too tired to like even give us a response.
Immediately went to sleep. Heard the idea of things being two things at once and went, screw this, and went to bed.
Yeah.
Also, I have not seen anything except his hand. Just coming past. Iconic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, it's hand comic.
Got a lovely cameo from Ace this episode. Is any of it audible? Who knows?
Who knows? Not I.
I'm not the one doing the editing. I'll find out in a month or so.
I am relatively more on top of the editing now. I'm only like one episode behind instead of 12.
Yeah. Yeah, which is like a month or so. Like, that's the time frame with me assuming that you're going to be efficient at it. Honestly, I'm such a fan of us uploading fortnightly-ish, or like at least having about an episode per fortnight, because it's such a great amount of frequency to keep up with. If we were doing this weekly, I would not have the free time to stay actually kept up. It's like, ta-da, it goes on in the background, however often it happens. Ta-da.
All right, well, I love you, ladies.
I love you. And Farrell we will.
Farrell v. Will.
Farrell, you will. Welcome to season 3.